it's Christmas Eve, and what better way to spend it than with, a horror filled event? Reverse 1999. It's a game that I started 2 months ago. By the time this video is out, it'll probably be exactly 2 months because I started the game on 23rd of October. And it's been a blast. This game has been really amazing. I'm still at chapter 5 because my characters aren't that very high leveled and I don't have a good healer. I'm basically waiting for some 6-star healer to bless me one day so that I can clear the boss of chapter 5, the final boss and all. But I've been doing these events that they've been holding. I did the 2.0 event with the Mercuria and the J potion, and it was a really nice event, but I didn't quite gel with it that much. The story was, like, in my eyes, it felt pretty mediocre, but I did like Mercuria's character. I obviously got her. So I wasn't very excited when we had this new event pop up, the highway, what's it called? Wait, the haunted highway. But reading it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind, because this is a story that I was looking for quite a few months or so. Like, I enjoy horror games, but I do not like the jump scare potions. I don't like the games which, like are forcing you to be scared. I like games like Resident Evil 7 or Until Dawn, or The Quarry, games like that, which have a good story, which are creepy but are not too focused on the jump scare parts, which have a good balance between horror and creepiness and setting the environment. And this event nailed it. Like, I did not expect, but you're in a motel, you have this really creepy maid with you, and you have a bounty hunter who's actually he looks pretty badass. You are Wharton, you're playing, and it was just a fabulous story. And I was blown away by the event. And the music is so good, and the entire quest is voice acted. I mean, is this a gacha game? It just feels like it feels like a proper video game, like a proper visual novel-esque video game. Like, take away the gacha, but it's still a good game in itself. This event actually blew my mind away. Like, I mean, it was mind blowing. I mean, I wish that this event was there during the October part, because it would have gelled really well with the Halloween season and all. But with Christmas and all, it's still fine. Like, we can have spooky Christmases, right? I mean, I don't celebrate Christmas that much, so I mean, Christmas is anything for me. It's just a good holiday. But let's talk about the event in general. The event, I read it in parts, and I really liked the plot of it. I mean, if this game has any more horror-esque stories, tell me in the comments below, because I want to read that immediately, because they know how to write creepy horror stuff. We had the entire motel mystery, we had a murder, we had creepy stuff, supernatural stuff. We have this maid who's the owner of the motel, who's known as Tuesday. Then you have Argus, who's basically a cowgirl, I think. And then you have this sheephead character, Barbara, who's very, very cute. But apart from that, I like the structure of events. Like, it's not like Arc Knights where the later stages get heavily focused towards end game units. Like, you need to have a proper team. With this game, you do not need Insight 3 characters to clear the main story. Like, you can do the normal mode easily with Insight 2 level 50 characters, which I appreciate a lot, because it does not require me to spend a lot of time grinding. The farming structure is really nice. The map is really good. Like, I'm gonna show you the map. What I like since I play Arc Knights a lot, I've noticed that the map changes it changes twice in the event. You have the first half of the stage, and then after the 5th or 6th stage, the map changes in Arc Knights events. Over here, The visual, the background changes with every node, so like it shows you what the node is about, which I really love. Like, this is a really nice detail that they have in this game, and it just shows how much care and love they put into each story node. What else I also like is the story nodes are not very long. Like Arc Knights, it's not long. It's not even as long as FGO stories. I mean, some FGO stages, the main story obviously, the events are terribly short, and I really wish some events were longer. But it's a good length. It's a good length. It's a nice read, and even if you do not want to read it, this event is fully voice acted, which is which kind of reminds me of Genshin Impact a lot, because you don't get voice acting a lot in gacha games unless they're Hoyoverse games. Look at FGO and Arc Knights, the pure visual novel with you got to do the reading. So it's really nice that we can listen to the voice acting, to the really good voice acting that these characters have. Now I'm gonna do one stage here just to show how I cleared the toughest stage in the game and how I farm basically every day. The team that I used was Lucy, Six, Druvis, and Tuesday. I got 6 from the Isodel and Tuesday banner. I mean, the 6 and Isodel, the dual banner that was there. I really wanted Isodel, but I got 6 and I wasn't really that mad, because I got introduced to 6 while reading chapter 5, so I found him as a nice character. Lucy, I got her when I began the game. Same with Druvis the third. I got her on Lucy's banner first, then I got Lucy, and I won my 50-50 and got Tuesday. So yeah, I won my 50-50 because before Tuesday I got Mercuria. So this boss actually annoyed me a lot, and not on the initial clear, on the arduous difficulty, because the lack of a healer really makes certain stages very difficult. And I mean, if you can recommend me a lower level healer, I haven't built my Apple, but if he is a good healer, I would definitely do that, because I really need a healer. Some stages, which inflict DOT on you, they actually kill me really bad. I mean, I'm always figuring out how to out DPS the unit, how to quickly just destroy the stage. It's nice that I have Lucy though, because Lucy really helps me a lot. Let's talk about Argus and Tuesday now. Tuesday's character, let's talk about Tuesday first, obviously. Should I release this video on a Tuesday? I'm going to release this video on a Tuesday. The day you'll be watching it is a Tuesday. Yeah, no. Tuesday's character was really amazing. I really like her a lot, because she's not the usual gacha character that you get. She's not focused on revealing her skin or being flirty with you or being head over heels for you. She's a maid. She enjoys horror. She finds pleasure in seeing people being scared or people harboring fear. And I think that's a very bold take for a gacha company to to market a character that enjoys fear. I don't think Genshin or I don't think any Hoyoverse game would ever do that. But Arc Knights, FGO, Reverse 1999, these games have some sort of confidence, and I really love that. So Tuesday as a character, I really love it. The fact that she was holding a baby the entire mission, the entire story, and then in the end we realize that that the baby is the actual villain. The thing that we fought is the baby's heart. I mean, that's supernatural level of crazy. That's Until Dawn level of craziness, which I absolutely love. The music, as I said, this stage had the most creepy music ever, and it was amazing. This entire event just made me fall in love with horror media again. My YouTube's filled with scream clips and what should I say, horror clips in general. I've been getting a lot of clips from 28 Days Later or The Conjuring, and even I'm not a horror game. I'm not a horror fan. I don't like horror, but when horror is done right, it's kind of intriguing. It's kind of fun to watch, and especially video games in general. Resident Evil, um, as I said before, Until Dawn. There are plenty of games that I really enjoy the horror aspect of it. Outlast was a good horror game for story purposes only. I cannot play it. I do not have the courage to play through any horror game in general, unless I have an infinite health cheat code or something. But yeah, um, her portrait, her structure, amazing.
Patience is a virtue. Always has been.
After that, let's talk about Argus. Argus is a pretty badass character. I really like the part where she had a mystical eye or something. Reminded me of Fate. And I really want to pull her when her banner comes, but I don't know. I mean, I'll just see whether I have enough currency and all. Aesthetics. The aesthetics are so cool. With the broken glass and the bloody handprint and the entire stages. You have that lady in the bathtub, which is reminiscent of The Shining. Overall, I think they nailed every horror aspect of it, and I really like some callbacks to horror franchises in general. I also like the anecdote that they had here with Blondie, which focused more on a zombie-ish, I would say. I mean, I did read it, but I don't remember it right now. It was ghost. Yeah, it was a ghost. It wasn't a zombie, but it was focusing on ghosts. Yeah, but I really like that. So I mean, I like that they went in with a horror-filled Christmas patch, which is bold, I would say, which is very bold. So yeah, and that's where I'm gonna end this hype for the event and all. I could show my characters in a bit, like just to give an idea of what I am doing and if I'm doing something wrong. If somebody is watching and knows how to play the game, please tell me who I should build, because I am just building 6 stars right now. And I can play with it because Druvis is a like my favorite character right now. I really like her. Apart from that, I got a lot of characters. Oh, I can get more currency for the banner. But apart from that, it's a very casual game, and I like the farming focus of it. It's not like like other games where you have to continuously farm the same stage over and over again, or it's not like Genshin where if you're done doing the events in like 10 minutes or so, that's it, that's over. It's kind of like a perfect balance between, which I'm currently learning. This game is very balanced in general, but I will do more about it when I grow further. I'm still in the process of building my account, so hopefully next year I will have a properly built account and I could talk more about it. But until then, totally enjoyed this event. If you want to try it out, I would definitely recommend starting, because this character, I mean, even if she isn't that strong, but she applies a lot of debuffs, and that's insane. And the event is good for reading purposes if you're a fan of horror media in general. So that's it. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.